Hello everybody. Today I'll be diving into one of the coolest new features in Houdini 20.5, the MBM solver. Specifically, we'll talk about the snow preset. So let's dive into the Houdini scene and explore its parameter and setting. But before that, you are all welcome to join my Patreon page on Fadi VFX, where you have access to all of the scene files and examples and all of the tricks and tips. So you're welcome over there. So the Houdini scene, we have a basic configuration of the solver, the MBM source, container, and a collider, and the MBM solver. So in the MBM source, we have the snow preset with a behavior of chunky. This is what we will talk about today. So the chunky preset, it's a tool that is amazing for crafting a realistic snow effect, whether it is soft powder or is it heavy chunky snowfall. A lot of experimentation can go through the trying to find out the right setting, but each time it will give you a different and cool result. So let's go over some of the main parameters in the MBM source mode here. So in the MBM source, we have the density, which you can think about it as how tightly packed the snow particles are. So let's put it as 10 and see how it will look. So it will, like a high value, will make the snow look heavier and more compact, while a lower value will give you a light and fluffy snow feeling. So here it is. And if I increase it, let's have a look now how it will look on a very high 2000. So I cache it to have a look with a 2000 density. Now for the critical compression, this one it will control how much the snow can be squashed under a pressure. So when it is exposed to a pressure, how much it will respond to the squash. A lower value means the snow will be soft and easy compressible. So it is very perfect for deep footprint and squashy impact. But on the other hand, a higher value make the snow more resistant, like a tightly packed snow. So let me go all the way up to 0.5 and run it. So this is how it will look. On a high critical compression. I will lower it now and see how it will look. We'll go all the way down, not zero, like this, and we'll run it. As you can see, immediately it went all the way down, shrink. So let me increase it a little bit and see how it will respond to the pressure. So this is the difference. See? The next one is the critical stretch. This one. In the critical stretch, this will determine how much the snow is allowed or able or can stretch without breaking. So set it low and the snow will break up and become more chunks when it is stretched. But when you crank it up and increase it, you will get a snow that is more stretchy and elastic. So let's try it out. I'll put this one back to 400 and this one to the default in the middle, and this one will increase it all the way up and we'll have a look. So as you can see, with high stretching, it's not easy to break. Again. And if I lower it, we'll have more chunks and will break very easy. So let's go down to a very, very low number. So as you can see, it's breaking very quickly into smaller chunks. With this lower value, it's even smaller, like each particle is individually separated. Next, we'll have a look at the compression hardening. So the compression hardening, you can think about it or think of it like it's a crunchy layer of snow that form on top after it's being stepped on. So this parameter control how stiff the snow gets when it is compressed. Okay, so how strong and stiff this layer, the outer layer, will get stronger when it's compressed. So a higher value mean a tougher crust form when the snow gets packed. Okay, higher value, there will be a tougher, stiffer crust. On the other hand, lower value, that means no, it will not form this stiff layer. So let's have a look now. So this one I will just put it somewhere here, and the compression I will put it all the way to less than 1, 2.8. No, I'll make it higher. So we'll see how it will form the crust. So as you can see, we play it back again while we increase the compression hardening. So we have this outer layer. But if we reverse it and decrease it, we will lose this crusty layer. Next is the stiffness, which is very important parameter. So its attribute is called E, and this affects how rigid or flexible the snow will be. So a lower stiffness result in a very soft and easy deforming snow, while on the other hand a higher value give you that firm, hard backed snow like a concrete. And the higher the stiffness is, the more calculation it will need. So if I went all the way up, you will see how slow it will become. So it is requiring more step to solve, and still we are on the first frame. I will cancel it and go a little bit lower because it's way too slow, because it runs on the OpenCL of the video card, so you need a very strong GPU. So now it is at 1 million, and it's working now. While it's sim, we'll talk about the volume preservation because it's straightforward. So this setting is all about maintaining the snow volume when it is being deformed or while deforming. So when you put a higher value, this means that the snow will try to keep its size even when compacted, while on a lower value it will allow it to shrink and compress even more and more. So here it is. So as you saw in this zip file that I've been playing with, trying different settings to show how versatile the snow, the chunky preset can be. But by tweaking this parameter, you can create effects ranging from a light fluffy snow that's gentle settled to be a very dense and chunky snow, which is basic for avalanche simulation or snowball fight. I'd love to see you what you all come up with while using this new tool, the MBM solver. So drop your experiment or question in the comment below or on my Patreon page. And if you enjoyed this quick rundown and want more deep dive into Houdini latest feature, so please consider supporting me on Patreon. So stay creative and happy simulation. Thank you.